On this episode of Mad Ginger Customs, we are going to get some maintenance done on some vehicles, but we're also going to do a product review. A product that I paid for out of my pocket. Not sponsored. Very honest review. So we're going to put exhaust on Jess's car, we'll do some maintenance on that, and we're also going to take a look at the VEVOR 7,000 pound lift. Is that thing worth your money? I'm going to tell you the honest truth. Let's go. Well, there's not a lot to put together with this lift. Basically, these come assembled. They are abusively heavy. You're not gonna roll them. I put these little 1-inch ball bearings underneath them, hopefully rolling them. I think I'm gonna have to build a plate to put them on, and then we'll rotate up out of the way. This unit does not come with hydraulic oil.
Unacceptable condition! Unacceptable!
So you spend $1,500 and you can't even use it. So I had to go down to O'Reilly and get some AW46 because this is listed as A46. I spent $1,500 and I can't even use this thing because you guys didn't include any oil. That's pretty sad at that point. Just moved the International out of the way. It still starts even with the fire in the dash. I actually turned on the air conditioning and I mean, I wasn't in it, but oof. I mean, all that fire extinguisher stuff still in there, so it has to all come apart, but so what? It works, it still runs, it's not a complete loss. I'm gonna try to sneak Jess's Subaru through here, and we need to fix the exhaust. She's been crying about that, it's broken off. Second time it's happened. Nice muffler, Walker. Lasted about 1.5 years, piece of shit. I'm gonna try out this lift. So, I'm gonna see if I can just drive it through here, and then push these underneath. These are ungodly heavy. Look at it. They're covered in fire extinguisher dust. Everything in this garage. That is the culprit. Better than burning the garage down. Fact. VEVOR's infinite wisdom. Doesn't put up and down, just put arrows. Depending on how you hold it. I guess you hold it with a sticker. Okay, it's doing nothing. Oh, wait, there it goes. All right, now, like with any lift, you gotta make sure you're not gonna stove anything in. It does come with extension plates for a longer vehicle. Well, that's good, I guess. Let's just send it. Whatever, it falls off, it falls off. Getting rid of this car anyway. All right, here we go. There are locks inside it, which are conveniently where you have to put your hands. Also, I do not like that. I will probably put an extension on it. It's already tearing paint off itself. That's good. Just hit one set of locks. Let's just bring it all the way up. We'll see how high it'll go. Pump's struggling. Maybe you gotta put more oil in it. Okay. Got locks on one side engaged. That's it. Now, you're supposed to go back down with it and it's supposed to fall into the locks. That's it. So now we're on the locks. There it is. All right, all the locks are engaged. Yeah, I feel good about that. I feel good about that. It says don't push the car side to side. Anybody who knows when you put a car on jack stands, you give it a wiggle to make sure it's not going to fall on you. Yeah, it's pretty solid. All right, what to do first? This car needs an oil change, and we need to figure out what the hell are we going to do with this muffler. Cheapest Band-Aid garbage fix we can find. Follow me. This is where the International ran into it. That was my fault. Oh, there's a lot of room for activities under here. So, oh no, I thought it rotted there. Well, that's not good at all. Man, thanks Walker. This thing's a piece of crap.
I do not like it.
I don't even think we can fix that. That's all rotted. Jess is not happy. Do I have any other mufflers? I got a single chamber Flowmaster. Ooh. I don't think I want to use that. Let me look for mufflers. How about that thing? I'm just kidding. We're not putting that on my wife's car. That's just dumb. After I go buy like a universal muffler and some piping, weld it all together, put hangers on it, how much is your time worth? I literally just ordered everything to the resonator, and it was $139. Not worth my time to do it for 139 bucks. While we're waiting for the exhaust, might as well change the oil because it's probably well overdue. Hey, I put a Wix on it last time. Not gonna this time. What do we got here? Super Tech, Walmart's finest. And what do we got in this jug? 1030 high mileage. Not the right oil, but it's the oil we're using. So let's chance this will come off. Oh yeah, good. That'll come right off. Let's let that drain. Now, I'm on the Icon like high-end creeper. They're expensive ones, like 140 bucks. Can I roll underneath this car? Like, is it high enough, right? Kind of barely. Well, that's tight. Why is that so tight? There we go. Now, the key is to not ruin the camera. That's the key. So I got plenty of room under here on the creeper, really. How close are we on the oil? Oh boy. We'll just do this. How much could it come out? This thing's probably down 2 quarts. Subarus use oil like a lot of oil. This thing's got 160 on it. There's probably more oil on my fingers now than there will be in the car. Look at this mess. Too much talk and not enough work, and don't even have a rag. Oh, this thing's covered in oil. Oh, the rocker boxes are leaking like a sieve. Oh boy. We're not fixing that. All right, good enough. I mean, how long do they let it drip at Jiffy Lube? Not at all. Make sure you guys properly torque your oil pan bolts. That's good. Swedish torque specs are good and tight. And we gracefully roll out from underneath the car, using the car to get up because you're fat.
You're fatter in person.
And you got bad shoulders. Oh, almost ate shit right there. Hi, welcome to the 2.5. Honestly, these motors are pretty good. Wix doing a damn good job. Super Tech. Will Super Tech do a good job? Who cares? Then you kissy, 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 kissy. Perfect. You say, oh, Dave, would you fill that up? Of course you don't. It's a Subaru. Yeah, do that. Hand tight is good enough, guys. Don't kill your oil filters. The Super Tech is noticeably smaller. Doesn't matter. No one cares. How tight is this? Tight enough that I gotta use a wrench. How many quarts does this thing take? I don't know. How much are we gonna put in? All of it. Gotta wipe the bottle. This thing's been sitting on my shelf for forever. And now when you pour this in, you gotta make sure you've had a large coffee beforehand. Oh, like a professional. Oh, easy, easy, easy. Probably takes, I don't know, maybe 5 quarts? We could look it up. Or it's just gonna use the oil anyway, so you just add a little extra. Perfect. How much? That much. Give it a little extra hang time on the drip down. And then does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. This car's a piece of crap. This car is a piece of crap. That goes in the pile. Ease, ease, tight. Like a tiger. Now, this is your wife's car. Put some washer fluid in it, guys. Don't let her get pissy. She will get pissy. You want the Gluck Gluck 3000? Put the washer fluid in. How many times does it take you to poke through that? I got pretty decent sized hands, but fucking baby. Yeah, when you put this in, you can spill it all over the place. It's just basically water. That sounds full. It's full. You know why? I take care of my wife. Let's be honest, guys. You don't take care of your wife, somebody else is going to. And when your wife's hot like mine, you know, she's got options. She's got options. And most of them are not an old fat guy. You know what I mean? So you got to do these things. You got to keep her happy. You got to do the things she likes, you know, with the, you know, you got to do it. She's not going to tolerate any less. She's a princess. She'll tell you that. I said, why do I always have to do all the hard stuff? She goes, because you made me like this. You're right. I did. We'll check it. Hopefully it's excessively high, because that means I don't have to add oil at 2,500, because this car just absolutely demolishes oil. Yeah, she's a little over full. That's perfect for a Subaru. Subaru's a piece of crap. I gotta be honest with you guys, not. Subaru, this car's been great for us. Short of eating brake pads, it shits out calipers and brake pads, honestly. But other than that, knock on wood, I think I've put a couple idler pulleys in it, and a belt, air filter, you know, normal tune-up stuff. She's been a good rig. Put a battery in it, 2019. It was made in 1 of 2019. So it's probably on its way out because it's a Walmart battery. Now, back to the muffler. All right, Jess's exhaust came in. This is a pretty funky, horrible looking muffler. It's like a triangle. Doesn't have the tip the old one had. We don't care about that. And we got the intermediate pipe behind it. Now, the intermediate pipe is the exact same size, the pipe that's in there, which is 2 1/4. So Evan and I went to AutoZone and got this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim up the end of that, cut off behind the resonator, and I'm going to weld this onto that pipe. That way we can slide it over the resonator and we'll clamp it. Or maybe I'll just weld it. I don't know. So let's, I don't know, get the Sawzall. Everyone loves Sawzalling. So the way these kits work is, when you get this piece, it's actually designed to go into like a female puffed end of the resonator, because they expect you to buy all of it. Now, this car is a piece of garbage and we don't need all of it, so we're not buying all of it. So what we're gonna do, see that? I'm gonna cut it right here, like there. That way I can slide my adapter piece on and we can either clamp it or maybe we can get a bead on it. And then the piece that we're gonna put here, we're gonna trim it down to fit this. The problem is getting a Sawzall in here. The Harbor Freight Creeper is too tall to work underneath with this jack. So the options are, we could lift it up higher and we could put jack stands underneath it, and then we could bring this down, and then we could put the truck adapters on it and lift it up another, you know, 8 inches or so. That might be useful. If I can cut it the way it is, I'll cut it the way it is, though. Hopefully I can show you guys any of that. I'm not really sure I can. Maybe like this across. Or as you Midwest guys say, across with a T. That's always funny. Don't make fun of the way we speak. Yeah, I know. Very crooked. Doesn't matter when you're using an adapter. Just get her done. Wow, that is really crooked. Maybe we'll flap wheel that nice and even. That's pretty bad, guys. Things worthy of discussing. This adapter is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 ID. Fits over our pipe like that. This pipe is clearly metric because, but this pipe doesn't slide over it. You know what I mean? I had another thought. I had a pipe expander in my toolbox from like 25 years ago, and I just found it. So basically, this is a pipe expander with all the O-rings broken. Do I even need the O-rings? What if I could just jam it in there and just tighten it up? It'd be better if I had it full of O-rings, but I think I can just maybe hit it with the impact. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work, guys. It might explode. Kinda? Oh yeah, that might be enough, boys. Okay. I mean, let's try it. Use the old tape trick to get a straight line. Now we'll deburr it and fire this busted exhaust expander in it and give it hell. It did puff. Can you guys see that? See? It is puffed. Not happy with that, but we may be able to tap it in. It'll be a nice tight fit. Everyone loves a tight fit, you know what I mean? You guys know what's up. Hopefully this is gonna slide in there. Let's just try to get this to go in. Oh, yeah. Yeah, boys, we got it. It's hanging in here. I gotta spit on it, I think. There we go. Perfect. We're gonna leave that loose until we get the muffler on, which is this alien triangular thing that they sent. This thing is kind of ugly looking as far as a muffler goes. And I have to assume that this one's bent. There's a big dent in it. I mean, that can't be straight, could it? I mean, the hanger is straight. Maybe we should straighten that. This should work. Gouge myself in the sack. This one looks like it's bent too. I don't know. Whatever, guys. So I got a gasket and some bolts for this. So when you're doing exhaust and you don't care, you can use pretty much any random bolt you find, as long as it fits through the flanges in the gasket. And then any kind of hardware you got, just use that. You know, got some rusty stuff, got some non-rusty stuff, you know, whatever. Grade 8, grade 5, Chinese grade garbage, because that's what the rest of the exhaust is made out of. You know, do the right thing. You know, if it's your wife's car, do you even care? No. Because she doesn't care. If she did care, she'd be out here. Get your ratchety wrenches. These are Jaeger ratchet wrenches. I got these on Amazon, but these are, I believe, made in the US, and they have lifetime warranty. And if you break them, you send a picture, and they send you a new one. Now, not sponsored by Jaeger. They didn't send me anything. I don't get paid by them. I paid for these myself. But throughout my entire YouTube endeavor, I have beaten the piss out of these wrenches. And I have not broken a single one yet. So that's tight like a tiger. Guys, we're still using the VEVOR 7,000 pound low-rise lift. I bought this myself. I did not get this sent to me by VEVOR. Just being very honest with you, I did ask VEVOR. I said, hey, why don't you guys send me one of those 7,000 pound lifts? And they're like, yeah, right, Dave. No. They're like, A, people don't watch reviews on that stuff. And I said, well, why wouldn't they? I watched reviews on it. I don't know why anyone else wouldn't. And they're like, it's too big and it's too much money. And I said, all right, well, I'm gonna buy one anyway. So what I did was I went on Walmart.com, and I was just, because they're like Amazon, they sell everything that Amazon sells, pretty much like third-party stuff. And I'm like, well, could it hurt to look? And then sure as shit, I come up upon a lift, and I'm like, oh, 7,000 pounds. I'm like, well, that's more than enough for what I need. So I'm looking at it, and I'm like, talk to Jess about it, and Jess is like, if you need it, just buy it. We'll figure it out monetarily. You know, because we don't have money like that, guys. I don't know. A lot of people don't have money like that, I suppose. But, you know, when we're doing this, and we do this, you know, every week, then you guys that work on your cars, you know, I figured I'll take the hit, whatever. I'll do it as a review. Maybe somebody will decide that, you know, it was useful for them, and they want to buy one too. I talked to my buddy Troy, who has the Quick Jack, which I think is Ready Lift or Ben Pack or something like that. I'm not sure what brand it is. But he's like, yeah, he goes, they're kind of a pain in the ass to move around, which I have found with the one I have, it is, you know, they're heavy, guys. So if you got physical limitations, I would probably say steer clear of it. Oh, that's actually in there good. So I said it was on sale, $300 off at Walmart. I didn't actually know it was a VEVOR brand until it showed up in this giant crate. And Jess calls me and says, there's an older guy trying to get this giant crate out of the truck, and he's really struggling. I said, send Evan out to help him. So she sends my boy out. He's not a big kid, but he's pretty strong. He calls me, he's like, Dad. He's like, we can't get this thing out of the truck. And then Jess calls me back, and she says, they got out of the truck, kind of fell out of the truck. I'm like, oh my God, really? I'm like, I can't be that heavy. I'll move it when I get home. You know, I'm a fairly big person. Not even kidding you. 550 pounds that box weighed. So that was kind of a prelude to be like, can I move these things around? But, you know, I'm getting used to sliding them around. I kick them and move them with my feet. So, all right. Well, I mean, hell, this all kind of worked out. I think we're good here. This is nice and firm. Nothing's kind of shaking around. Let's fire it up, see what happens. The exhaust doesn't sit straight, but this car's beat up. Oh, by the way, the International rolled into it. Jess is like, who cares? We're getting rid of it. I think I'm going to put you guys like right here. And we'll see if how it sounds. Yeah. Honestly, sounds like factory. Not bad. That's a win. Let's get this thing cleaned up and get it off the lift. So this is the size of the crate this thing comes in relation to my plow on my Jeep. It's a big box. And like I said, 550 pounds, guys. So, you know, save your underbits. Look with your legs, you know what I mean? It does not come with oil. Where's the oil? You need A46 hydraulic oil. Yeah, A46. So get a gallon of that. I got a gallon at O'Reilly's. I think it was like 22 bucks. So, like I said, you kind of got to slide it around your garage floor. If you have a really nice garage floor, like an epoxy garage floor, this will scratch your floor. Maybe I was thinking about just putting some nylon strips underneath it, taking off my little caster things that fell off anyway. And I think if it just had nylon on the bottom, it would slide easier. They make kits you can buy, put a caster on it. VEVOR does not make that kit. I've seen it aftermarket on like Pinterest. People 3D print them. They sell bent metal ones. I mean, I could do that myself. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, it's not cheap, guys. It's not like buying a jack. It's $1,500. But I believe it'll save me enough where I can just push the car in, you know, slide them under, hit the button. It's not working multiple jacks, trying to get jack stands. This jack stand's not high enough. These are too high because I have all weird jack stands. We changed the oil in Jess's car because, you know, if the car's lubed up, she will be too. We changed the exhaust on that car. You watched me do that. So ultimately, what did that cost me? $150 for the exhaust. How much money does that save you over bringing it to exhaust shop, you know? I'm also going to put 4 tires on my Accord. We'll do that in another video, or maybe not at all. It's you guys watch me do it, and you know, sometimes you gotta make adjustments. Like on the exhaust, we just had to puff it a little bit. You can buy that tool, I believe, at AutoZone and O'Reilly's, and definitely you can get it on Amazon. I'll link one in the description. I'll link this lift, even though I didn't buy it from Amazon. How about I just link it from the VEVOR store so you guys can see it. If you buy it there, I'll have a code where you can get a discount. But like I said, this was not given to me. I paid every single cent. This is not sponsored. I paid all of it. Guys, please like and subscribe if you haven't. The majority of our views come from people that are not subscribed. We do have a pretty solid base of people that watch the videos, so I appreciate every one of you. I love the fact that you guys are so active on Facebook and on Instagram, and when we, you know, had the problem with the fire, everyone was pretty supportive. The International does run, I said that earlier in the video. Just a couple of coffee shout-outs. We have a Buy Us a Coffee link in the description. It's a donation to the channel. Some guys really go at it. Spence bought 3 coffees, Montgomery bought 5, Mike Hill bought 3, and it just says someone, there's no name, but he was inspired to make the tire balancer better and do the tire changer mod. That's our most successful video to date. So I would like to thank all you guys for supporting the channel. It really just goes back into the channel. We don't technically make any money. Hit the Amazon links in the description. You don't have to buy what's in them. If you do buy something from Amazon, we get a small, tiny percentage from Amazon, not from you. It doesn't cost you anything. And I'll link the wrenches, and I'll link everything I bought. Pretty much everything I bought that I can in the video, I'll put in the description so it's easy for you guys to find. And just like every other video, you guys watch me do this stuff, and you absolutely can do it too. So thanks for watching.